Selig, can you tell us a little bit, when your book starts out, I know you became a citizen or could be a citizen at 21.
Yeah.
But what age did you actually come to the United States?
15.
15? And did you come with your siblings?
I came by myself.
By yourself?
My father, he owned a wholesale textile business, you know, bolts of clothes, and our customers were little merchants in the countryside. They may have a grocery store and they sell cloth and underwear on the side. So some guy comes in and says, look, my son is getting married and he needs to have a suit made. So can you get me the cloth? And so will make the suit. Sure. So they'll order 3 meters or whatever of cloth, and then somebody in some tailor will make the suit, and some lady will make the dress, and Dad sold it to these little merchants, and we had a salesman out all the time. He would go out Monday morning, come home Friday night, and Dad would go out every other month for a week, so that the people realize the boss himself is willing to maintain this contract. I don't know. Did I answer your question? Oh, thank you.
But you stayed with family when you came over here? Like, did somebody have to sponsor you?
Yes. Uncle Moses in San Francisco sponsored me. And what nobody told me is that American law requires that you are in the vicinity of your sponsor in case you need any help. And when Mother and I went to the consulate, the consul says to me, vice consul who heard this case, where are you going to be in America? And Mother had told me I would go to New York at first. So I told him I was going to New York. He says, no, you're not. If you want to go to New York, I will not sign the visa. You have to go to San Francisco. And that's where your Uncle Moses lives, and that's where you're going to live. Will you promise me to do that? I said, yes, sir. So I went to America in accordance with my father's instruction. I stayed in New York for 2 semesters. And then I didn't like New York anymore, and then I said, no, I promised the vice consul I would go to San Francisco. Now I'm going to pack my suitcase and go to San Francisco. So American Express took my trunks. I have big trunks, steamer trunks. And they shipped them, and I went on a Greyhound bus. And that's how I got to San Francisco, and then I finished high school there. But my brothers stayed with the family in Mannheim until I left in 37, they left in 39 on the kinder transport. You know, the Council of Jewish Women of England arranged for these kinder transports and got the agreements of the German government that the children would be able to get out unmolested. And the Germans kept their word. And so my brothers then, I had 2 brothers. Alfred is 2 years younger than I, and Charlie was 8 years younger than I. And they stayed home till kinder transport. And then in 1940, the governor of Baden, that's the state of Baden, decided that it would be no more Jews living in Baden. So he sent them all to a camp in southern France where they were detained. And they were there for until 1943, I think. And then they were shipped to Auschwitz to be annihilated. Yeah.
But your brothers went to England?
My
Your
brothers
brothers
went to England.
And did they stay there?
Until after the war. I visited them in 45. And Alfred was working in a laundry, and Charlie was still going to school. And they came to the States in 46. My uncle Rudolph, one of my father's brothers, gave them an affidavit. So they came to New York, and Charlie, well, they both got jobs right away. And Charlie finished his education. He got himself a bachelor's in engineering and a bachelor's in business administration. He had 2 bachelors. And Alfred never did do anything about his education. He kept working for the same, I think it was a wholesale company, and he became their salesman. And he died, I don't know, about 15 years ago, and Charlie died about 10 years ago. So even though I'm the oldest, I'm the only survivor. Now I think I answered your question.
You completed the circle that I wanted.
What?
I said you completed the circle that I wanted.
Thank you. Thank you.
Another question or two, and then we'll wrap up for the book signing.